What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. I got my boy AJ and my dog HD, Mr. Diabolical himself. And man, a lot of things going on right now. So we got the news that Courtney Vandersloot will be out for the rest of the year. She tore ACL. We kind of figured that. I mean, we watched it in real time. Clearly, you can see her knee. When she planted her foot down, knee just looked like it went out. So no shocking news as far as that. Now, in the midst of all of that, a lot of people are sending me this thread. Now, this thread is, I think it's on Instagram, right? It's part of Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
have a thread, but I've been on there before. It's part of Instagram. So a
Yeah.
lot of people are saying Kennedy Carter sneak this in Chicago. She sneak this in, everybody involved. As you see on the screen, she says on the thread, when the universe gives you signs, you pay attention. What goes around always come back around. When you have ugly in your heart, the outcome will always backfire. P. She pointed at. She talking about Jeff P. Just want to say, pay
Oh.
attention to the universe. It speaks to us. Now, some people gonna say, how you know she talking about Chicago? The thing is, man, I ain't gonna lie. She say, look, I'm gonna try to cause I didn't look, bro. I already figured out the other stuff, so I don't wanna come off as if I'm trying to attack the girl. This all I'm gonna say. She says things, and it just be bad timing at times. That's just what it is.
Right.
All the
Right.
time.
Even
Right.
and then here's another thing. When these celebrities, these basketball player athletes, whoever, when you got news come out and it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have something to do with it, but you don't. And then you send a message like that, it's gonna make it feel, it's gonna seem like you talking about that. But when you don't put no ad on it, when you just playing the field, you can easily say, well, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about something else. But it's the timing of it make it feel like you talking about Chicago, you talking about Joe P now. How you feel about that, HD?
My thing is this. I don't have a problem if you post anything because everybody posts stuff. Either you're just the most unluckiest person in the world, or you're just a very, very good cryptic speller. Like you're a very cryptic person with everything you say. Like, look, all I want from Kennedy Carter, and like I said, this might not even be at the sky or whatever. My thing is stand on business. Like, stop making everything you put is vague because people are saying, well, she has a life of her own. Does she? Because I've heard more about her and seen her tweet a lot in the past year than I've ever seen career wise in what she's done. And she keeps forgetting that you were out the league for 2 years before you got to Chicago. So I would understand if Chicago was the only place she's been to and then she got picked up by somebody else. And then it's like, man, Chicago was wrong what they did to you, because you're thriving somewhere else. She's gone to multiple places where multiple people have said that, I mean, she's not cool in the locker room. They have a problem with her. Now, am I saying she's the only player who's gone through that? No, I'm not saying that. But I think Chicago fans, and this is the Chicago fans, not just Scott, but Chicago fans, because I got a beef with y'all because y'all been trashed since I was a kid. I don't like y'all as a fan base. I think you guys are terrible fans. I think you guys don't hold your front offices accountable, and you always put everything on the player instead of the front office. But that's another story. I feel like she wrote this cryptically. This is allegedly, just saying allegedly. I think she wrote this cryptically because she's still bitter that Chicago didn't choose her to come back. That I still think she's mad about that. And it's also a shot at the league. I think she feels like the league should have brought her back. And I think she's bitter towards the league. I think she really is. This is mainly not just at the injury. I think it's at the league in whole that y'all made a mistake in not bringing me back.
This my thing though. This one, this what I want to know. Why as talented as she is, we know she's talented. We all love her game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, whether you like, we all love her game. We don't agree with her. I don't agree with her personality. When I speak for me, I'm saying there are certain things that I know I just don't like about her personality. But she can hoop. She can really hoop. Like that's just facts. Why isn't she in the league? That's the $1 million question. And I wanna know the truth. If I said something and I was completely off, I need you to debunk what I said with facts, though. Don't just say opinions, but facts. Why isn't Chennedy Carter in the league? Before we say Chicago blackballed, why she wasn't in the league 2 years before Chicago picked up? Because if T Spoon wasn't the head coach of Chicago, would she be in the league?
Nah, I think all you guys both hit it on the head, man. I know it's about Chicago. Like this tweet, come on, bro. Like it happens every time something major happens. You got to chime in, and like you said, just stand on business. Like when I first seen it, I just skimmed through it. Like hey, her and Alexis Morris is in this box where I just be like, whatever y'all say, I'm not paying it too much attention. But when you guys brung it up that somebody just got injured, and then you said that, like, come on, bro, that's a little grimy. But her not being in the league, bro, like. She has way too much talent to not be in the league. It has to be attitude, man. And some people, you just can't crash out and kill a whole environment. Like, we don't know. She could have been the thing that separated their whole locker room last year. And that goes around. When that happens, that flies around the league quick. The league knows. Everybody in the league knows. Every front office knows. Every coach in the league knows this person is toxic. This person is messing up our locker room. And she came to this guy on a what was the deal she was on? She was on a
training camp
deal. A training camp deal. One of the top 5 guards, maybe top 3 guards in the league, had to be on a training camp deal. That says a lot because we've seen players like Ron Artest constantly stay in the league, but he's a head case. But you can't get into the league, but on a training camp deal.
And again,
like that's when I knew like something was wrong, man. Something's just. You know what it is to me? I'm not going to go too deep, but there's people that have been babied because of their skill set, and they got away with it in AAU. They got away with it because the coaches was kissing up to you because I got the golden goose. So they've been kissed up to, and now you come to this professional league where you have to handle yourself like a pro. I'm pretty sure she was a kid that didn't go to all the practices. And then some drill she didn't want to participate in. She seems like that kid because I'm just too gifted. Some people don't appreciate hard work because their gift was better than some people that had to work hard to get there. And I think that attitude, that type of person, I think she's that type of person. I played with that type of person. Couldn't stand her.
It takes, okay. There are so many talented people in this world. You have a lot of people that can act. There's people in your family you don't even know they can actually act. They might be the next Denzel, but they lacking other things.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody down your street that's 6'4" that can hoop. They'll play football. But you gotta understand, certain people get opportunities. Yeah, you got nepotism, DEI hirings going on. But when you have a player like her, who was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, went to Texas A&M, top 3 pick in the WNBA draft, she didn't live up to expectations. Chennedy Carter should have had a resume out of this world.
Right.
She was in the same draft class as Sabrina Nescu. Why she doesn't have a resume like Sabrina? She doesn't. Just think about that. You, as good as a hooper she is, she doesn't have a resume to back it up though. Like we know she can score. You look on she put up 33 points. We know she can score, but it's something behind the reason why she's not in the league and she doesn't have a resume. And you know what bothers me more than anything? When there's a problem going on in the locker room and you're not taking accountability. You're totally like
she not taking accountability with the tweet. Like, let's be honest. Every tweet she puts out there is cryptic. And it's like, stand on your business with your tweet. She don't stand on business. So I'm not going to expect her to be accountable for the team. Chennedy Carter, do I want her on my team? I've said plenty of times, absolutely I will put her on my team. But my issue with her is I can't make you my franchise player. I just can't. I can only bring you on my team if you're not the franchise player, because what people don't understand about franchise player is how you carry yourself off the court, off the field, off the diamond, as opposed to you when you're on there. Nobody has an issue if you got into a skirmish with teammates or you went with what you did. The problem with Chennedy is it's always something. You got a top 25 list where you were number 25. And all of a sudden we get all this weird stuff happening around you where you're sick now. Now you're sick. Then you're ready for the game. Now you're not ready for the game. It's like, what's going on? And then you put out a video of where it looked like you were getting IV or whatever. We don't even know what that is because we don't know if that's real or not. So all we can do is just go off of, okay, whatever. But every player that I know that is a great player never cared if their teammate got a higher accolade than them. They didn't care. As long as they won, that was the main thing they cared about. We won the game. We won the championship. Bet. Let's go home. You had a chance, and nobody wants to mention this. Angel went down with an injury. Y'all won that big game, right? Y'all blew that team out. Everyone came on Twitter. Everybody came on Show's channel, my channel, saying, guess what? Kennedy's finna show y'all that they don't need Barbie. They don't need Angel. They don't need all this. And when she flames out, you know what they do? They go and look for somebody else to blame. Her fans are just like her, the Chicago fan base. All of you Chicago fans, I'm calling all of y'all out. White, black, Asian, whatever. All you fans, y'all never hold yourself accountable. Y'all never hold yourself accountable. Y'all never blame the people who you need to blame. First of all, y'all get mad about Teaspoon losing a job. Y'all blame Angel. Well, maybe if your girl would have not been pouting, allegedly, maybe y'all could have did something and Teaspoon still got her job. Y'all would have been in the playoffs. Maybe if the scoring wasn't working at the time, maybe the best player, since you say you're the best player, would have said, I'm going to play defense. I'm going to lock down the best player on the perimeter. I'm going to lock down the best this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to facilitate more. I'm going to cut my points down. That's what being a leader and great player is. Sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice, AJ, you and Show have watched sports and played sports since y'all were kids. Y'all know what it takes to win a championship or win is what? Having sacrifice. Sacrificing what you may need to do to win. You might have to be the third scorer tonight. You may have to be the first scorer. You may have to be the second. You may not score at all. You may only get 4 points, but you do other things. So we're living in a society where it's about whoever score buckets. It don't matter about the win. It matters if you put up 30, 40, or a triple-double. That's all that matters. You can get to a championship and lose, but guess what, Show and AJ? You averaged a triple-double, so guess what? You did your part, but the team ain't do theirs. So we're living in an individual society, and Chennedy Carter, just by this tweet, is a person I cannot make my franchise player. She lacks accountability.
Yeah, and that even goes back into last season. Like she would foul CC, and who took the heat for it? At the end of the day,
Angel.
Angel had to take the heat for it. Anything she
Right.
did, Angel had to step up and take the heat for it. So I didn't even think about it until you start saying that. Like, you're right. She got the skill set to be a franchise player. She could be the face of the league with that skill set. But
Yes.
the other stuff, the intangibles that you need off the court, ain't there, because she could have stepped up plenty of times too when Angel was getting harassed, or you know what I mean, these narratives are flying. And she could have stepped up because she somehow won over the other fans anyway. So she could have stepped up and be like, no, this ain't. I'm not the reason why I'm not on the team. It's not on Angel. Stop blaming her. She could have did that as a homie. As a good homie, I could have been like, hey, yo, stop blaming old girl. That wasn't on her. That was on me.
This is so much I can say, bro, but look, y'all made some great points. I'm so tired of this Kennedy Carter stuff. The Chicago. I think Angel Reese is getting a raw deal because she's getting blamed for everything. Everybody's anything that goes wrong, first person they say Angel.
Yep.
First person. But then you would tell me she's not the most important player on the team. She's not the best player. But okay, so who's the best player? If it's Camilla, then why she's not getting all the heat? If it's Ariel Atkins, why she not getting all the heat? So you can't have it both ways. Like, why is it always Angel? You feel what I'm saying? So there's so much I can talk about with this. I'm disappointed. I want to say this. I'm disappointed. Because she could have had a future with Chicago.
Yeah.
But again,
she could have had a future. She could have had a future, period. Like, I want Kennedy back in the league. I don't care if it's for us or somebody else. But it's what I'm trying to explain to people and her. This is not the way to get back.
Right.
It's not the way. Like, because let's say she go to another team, right? She does the same stuff. Then what? You can't blame nobody but yourself. I'm just saying, like, we gotta, as fans, it's time to stop babying athletes. Sometimes athletes need tough love. Sometimes you need to tell an athlete what it is and call it a day. We got to stop glorifying these people. They're people just like us. They wake up on the wrong side of the bed like us. They put on their clothes like us. They go take a dump or whatever like us. We got to stop thinking people are, because they're here and everybody knows them around the world, that, oh, they're above reproach or they can't be criticized. No, you could be criticized. You didn't do your job. It is what it is. So stop the vague tweets and just be honest. Stand on it. That's all I ask you to do. Just stand on it. Because you always do your tweets when it's something happening with the sky. Like, it's just crazy to me. I don't get it.
It's crazy. Well, I wish the best for Kennedy Carter, man. Hopefully, at some point in her life, things I just wish the best for everybody. Look, man, I'm just leaving it like that, bro. It's sad.
Yes, you're playing for a championship in Mexico, so yeah.
Oh.
On that note, bro, hit the like button, everybody.
I'm just saying.
Shout out to my boy AJ. Subscribe to his channel. Your channel is
I'll name
YouTube channel later. Shout out to my boy HD. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And make sure y'all subscribe to Star Hoop Central. We'll be live tomorrow, 5 o'clock Central Time. The next time, we out of here.